Hey everybody, sorry that I've been gone for so long. It was essentially just a series of unfortunate events, but I'm back now, and hopefully I don't have to say that again. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through all the different press conferences that happened at E3, hopefully not going to leave anybody out of it, and talk a little bit about my favorite thing from each one, as well as a runner-up. So let's get started. Right, so with each one of these, I'm going to put a list on the screen of all the announcements I was interested in, like period, and then declare my favorite. And so my favorite for the Microsoft/Xbox conference was Spiritfarer by Thunder Lotus Games. This game really reminded me of the animation style of a lot of American cartoons, especially Steven Universe, if you think about it, with the main kind of girl that you play at definitely resembling Connie a little bit, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, the art style is the main thing that I like about this game. But it's also kind of the chill base building, maintenance, boat building aspect of it, as well as the relationships you're probably going to build with the other people who live on the ship. You're essentially a ferryman of the dead, taking recently deceased souls to the afterlife that awaits them. I still got a few questions though, like what exactly the gameplay is like. Is there a bunch of people that come and go like in Animal Crossing? And who is this cute son of a... My runner-up for Microsoft is going to have to be Way to the Woods by Anthony Tan. It looks interesting how you control the lights with your antlers. And the music was just popping. I mean, listen to this. Next we head on to Bethesda, and honestly this presentation was pretty shit with some pretty obvious paid audience moments. But out of these three that I'm looking forward to, I think we're going to talk about Doom Eternal by id Software because I haven't even finished the first Doom yet, but I'm so excited to keep playing it, and I'm similarly excited to play the sequel. Combat looks as brutal as ever, especially with the new progressive gore damage mechanic. They called it something specifically, I don't remember what. Anyway, I'm so happy about the new movement options with the dashing and the wall climbing and the scorpion get over here hook shotgun, although that might actually be in the first game, but I don't know if they're not that far into it yet. But anyway, fluid and fast movement is a big yes please for me in any game, so really happy about that. In summary though, big damage, big gore, big fucking beam sword that is apparently important in the first game, trying not to spoil that for myself, big excite. Bethesda's runner-up is going to be Ghostwire Tokyo by Tango Gameworks, because even though we know next to nothing about it, this chick was cute as fuck.
It's spooky.
Nintendo's Direct this E3 had some great Smash Bros. DLC announcements. I'm the happiest about Banjo, but we're going to be talking about games here, and the one I'm going to have to choose is Fire Emblem Three Houses. To be honest, I've only played Fire Emblem Awakening. I watched Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance as YouTube playthroughs, but I spent way too much time on Awakening, and I meticulously was planning out who was going to marry who, and I was doing a bunch, like, God, it was bad. Also, Lucina, best waifu, fucking fight me. I also played a decent amount of Heroes to get my daily fix on that surprisingly addictive turn-based combat with a bunch of cool units and a bunch of cool designs. I do plan on playing Fates eventually, but I also plan on playing Three Houses so I can experience the latest 3D Fire Emblem installment, and so I can seduce Edelgard. Mainly so I can seduce Edelgard. Nintendo's runner-up has got to be Astral Chain by Platinum Games, mostly because of Platinum's previous titles being favorites of mine. I'll finish near eventually, I promise. And because the concept and sci-fi art stuff seem pretty cool. My friends will know that my main in Smash Ultimate is Cloud, and he's so cool that I decided I wanted to play his game, so I started Final Fantasy VII. And so far I like it a lot, so hopefully after I finish it, Jesus Christ, that's starting to become a pattern, isn't it? I'll play the Final Fantasy VII Remake by Square Enix. Just look at him. I don't think I need to explain more, honestly. Look at him, look at her, and look at her. It just looks so good. The orchestral versions of the classic music sound great, and the fact that they mix action combat in there makes it even more attractive to me, whose first Final Fantasy game was 15. I know, it's bad, don't judge me. The only other game on the list that I cared about was Marvel's Avengers by Crystal Dynamics. Because Marvel's Avengers, cool, I'm a super big fan of the movies. I've seen the Endgame like 4 times by now. But I'm a little worried about the live service aspect, and it honestly looks a little jank, because this definitely does not feel like this. Wow, this conference sucked to me. I picked out Gods and Monsters by Ubisoft because it was honestly the most original and interesting thing out of the entire conference, but the tiny little trailer we got told us nothing. After a little research, I found out that essentially the team behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey really wanted to explore the Greek mythology that they couldn't fit into Odyssey, so they're making an entirely different game that kind of looks like Breath of the Wild with that sort of painted, flowing vibe it's got going. My runner-up is the fucking Assassin's Creed Symphony at the beginning of the show. Literally no other game was good. But props to Watch Dogs Legion for letting us tase people as a granny. Alright, let's see what games they showed at the EA thing. Shit. Although these games were shown at this year's Devolver Digital Conference, which was as gory and fun as previous years, only 2 of these were actually premieres. So my pick for Devolver is Carrion by Phobia Game Studio, with Fall Guys by Mediatonic as the runner-up. Carrion immediately hooked me with the reverse horror line because I personally don't like horror. I shit my pants at every jump scare. And then it reeled me in with the dark pixel art style and the gross but fluid looking movement of the red monster blob thing you play as. In the gameplay demo, it seems that there's actually a lot of puzzle aspects to moving around in the game as well. With regards to traversal and stealthily killing enemies so you don't aggro too many people. Looks cool. Fall Guys seemed like a fun party game. Apparently there'll be like 30 game modes, each with 100 players max, so it'll probably be some crazy fun just running around having no idea what you're doing. Might play this with some friends. The other 3 seem like games I would like and that I'll get to eventually, but they're older. They were shown at previous E3s and are already out, I think, with the exception of My Friend Pedro. So there you go. I don't know too much about either of these, honestly, but we're gonna go with Chris Tales by Modus, published by Maximum Games, first. It kind of looks like Child of Light in its combat and presentation. I love that game, my friends love that game. It's kind of playing on those JRPG elements, but bringing them into the Western kind of art style. I enjoyed Child of Light a ton, so maybe this game is in a similar vein, although I might have to do a little bit more research on it. The other game, Genesis Noir by Feral Cat Den, and published by Fellow Traveler, combines the noir atmosphere with some funky galactic visuals in there, so this one definitely caught my eye while I was watching it, and I'm excited to see more about it. So if you go to the Steam page for Genesis Noir, the description for it actually reads, "A noir adventure set before, during, and after the Big Bang. Explore black holes, primordial Earth, and jazz cafes. Witness the birth and history of mankind. Find comfort in a glass of gin. Search for a way to destroy creation." And I can only really think of one word to describe this, and that's lit. Am I a millennial yet? Cool, that's all I have for now. See you in the next actual gameplay video, hopefully. And I hope you enjoy this one. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more of my relevant opinions and all that jazz. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.